Hey Party Squad, welcome to Never Have I Ever, the game where we tell everyone about our embarrassing stories. But the theme of this Never Have I Ever is high school. So you get to hear about all of our tales throughout our awkward stages in high school. And here are the contestants for today.
I'm Bart and I spent 5 years in high school.
Hi, I'm Byron. In high school, I was the weird, awkward kid and proud.
Hi, I'm Gio, and in high school, I was a loser.
My name is Gina, and I was the weird goth kid that always had a knife on me.
I'm Jessica, and in high school, I was the cheerleader.
I'm Joe, and in high school, I was never there.
All right, y'all, let's play. Gio, would you like to start us off?
Never have I ever fooled around while my parents were home. For real? That's it? Just you two? You two?
I never lived with my parents.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I've never lived with my parents.
What about your
before.
guardian? You hoe?
Whoa!
What about you?
I wasn't a hoe.
No, you had a boyfriend stuck
but he
underneath the
wasn't
bed.
home. No one was home. I was by myself.
Oh,
You
were
don't
the
know
lucky
me.
ones. You're the lucky ones. So you were a hoe by yourself.
Yeah. I was
got
a
it,
low
got it.
pro hoe.
Low pro.
No one else? No one else?
Well, are we talking my parents or his parents?
Oh!
I
Is it
wanna be
interchangeable?
nosy. I want to be nosy.
Oh, maybe your own? Okay, maybe his.
I want I don't know anything about her.
You're not a hoe.
No,
You have to put it back.
No, it never happened.
Put it back. Put it back.
Come on, yeah!
You were a virgin when you guys met, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He broke my cherry.
and she fucked me in the butthole.
Okay. Okay.
So, back in the day, I was already a troublemaker. So my mom was like, as long as you home, it's cool. So I was with my first girlfriend. And although I was a juvenile troublemaker, I was honorable in the private area. And I first said, you know what? We ain't gonna have sex. We're just gonna touch each other in the private parts.
That's honorable.
And then tomorrow,
Tomorrow.
You know where that goes.
because, you know, we can't be a hoe. You know, we gotta do it in stages. Like today, you know, I'm gonna just do a little, and she's gonna do it.
She got
And
it
then
too.
yeah.
Rolled it too. Poof.
And then so my mom was home, and then she's like, oh, you guys be having slumber parties with your girlfriend? And I'm like, oh yeah, she probably knows, but who cares? She's sleeping, she's gotta wake up at 6. But you know, back in the day when you're kids, you like to stay up real late because you play video games and watch movies and shit, and you don't fuck until it's 5 a.m. And then so,
Yeah, true.
right? See?
True.
Really? Oh.
Yeah.
You should have been a slut when you were younger. And then second day, we decided to do the mouth stuff. You know?
What's that stuff?
It's the sucky sucky and slurpy slurpy. That's the second day. And
You
then
guys
the
had
third,
ramen? Slurpy, slurpy?
it was like the 12 days of Christmas, but actually the 3 days of fuckery. So on the third day of fuckery, we actually did the sex. And after that, my mom, she came up to me and she says, you know, when you do these things, you have to be emotional with these people and don't get a hooker. She's not a hooker, mom. She's my girlfriend.
Why would the first thing she think of is a hooker?
Wait, you think
Did
she-
your girlfriend look like a hooker?
I got offended. No, because, well,
Maybe.
because the ABG girls,
The SGB ABG
aka
girls, man.
Asian cholas,
Yeah.
kind of look like they belong on the street. But I was like offended. I was like, you don't think I could win these women's vaginas with my charm?
Jess, I want to hear yours.
Okay. Well,
I'm just gonna go random.
I don't have a 3-day like long fuck story, but I
I
mean,
mean, his was like an Indian wedding.
I know.
Yours was like an Indian wedding. It's like a multi-story kind
He
of
didn't take that long when we met, but no. In high school, I had this one boyfriend, and then I didn't have any boyfriends after that. But this one boyfriend, I was always at his house, and it always started off like, oh yeah, you know, we're just hanging out on the couch. His dad's there. His dad goes to sleep, and then you know we're just making out for hours until you got like the, you know, the Kool-Aid stain that Isaac gets on his face. Like that's what we.
You guys lick each other raw?
Like raw.
Gross.
Yeah.
Don't
So
be
we just
jealous.
made out for hours and hours and hours. And then like a year later we had sex, but his dad wasn't there. So.
Oh, you were
But
a
Well, it's
slut.
still fooling
Yeah.
around.
Yeah, fooling
Okay.
around. I mean, there was some touchy-feelies, but I consider that fooling
What's a
around in high school.
touchy-feely example?
Whatever you and Bart do during JK News.
What's happening?
He was being
What's
a DJ
happening?
while he was kissing you, huh?
Holding hands.
Chuck E. Cheese.
All right, and thanks, Jess, for your amazing story.
Fucking hoe. Just kidding.
Don't be jealous.
You had 3 days, okay?
Yeah.
She just made out like the Kool-Aid
It took
thing.
her a year to get there.
Yeah.
For me, there was a lot of times where my girlfriend, she would just be playing Maple Story, and then I would
What
get.
is that? What is that?
What even is
That sounds like a
Well-
sexual thing.
Maple Story is like a role-playing game you play online with like little mini anime characters.
Maple Story 2.
Yeah. Hey, okay, anyway, she was playing, and then I was a very horny 13-year-old, so I started kissing her neck, right? And
Wow, what a playboy.
you already know
She's
that's,
all like Maple Store.
Hell yeah, she was playing. I'm like, you don't need to level up right now. I need this. It made her eyes roll back, and then she was like, oh God. And so, like, her parents were home, her grandma was home. Her grandma was really nice to me, but they're like, just get in the fucking closet. And then we just ended up doing it, like, in the downstairs closet, in, like, the guest room.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
How long did you guys have sex for?
I don't know, maybe 30 minutes.
30 minutes? For your first time?
No, not my
No.
first time.
Was that 30 minutes of or was that like kissing and touching?
No, it was just like, no, it was just like the whole time, like no oral, no anything, just bam, get in there.
For 30
30
minutes?
I'm not like
tiring.
straight, but like you need to take breaks.
13?
Well, I guess when you're 13, you can.
13,
Yeah.
I came so fast, nothing like the man I am today.
That's my story.
At this time, I was living with my dad, and he was supportive like Joe's mom. So one night, I think I was a junior in high school, and this girl slept over, and then my dad, he was working night shift at the casino. So he knocked on the door, and he opens the door, and he sees like a girl next to me with like long hair. And so my dad was like, oh. Yeah, he was very supportive. And then I was like, what the fuck, get out of here, Dad, get out. And then he was just smiling, and he closed the door. Later on in the morning, when I went downstairs, I'm like, hey, Dad. He goes, go back upstairs.
How cute.
And I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, I'm hungry. I'm gonna go get food. He goes, I buy you food. So I think he wanted me to have a fuck fest, because he ended up going to KFC for lunch, and then later for dinner, he got In-N-Out, and he just wanted me to stay. And I was like, I gotta go to Blockbuster. We ran out of movies. He goes, I take you to Blockbuster. And then so we ended up going to Blockbuster and got like 6 movies. 'Cause, you know, back in high school, all you do is watch Blockbuster, fuck, eat, fuck Blockbuster.
That's the best.
That's
So,
dope.
yeah, my
He's all
dad's-
sliding shit under the door, like, you need anything? All right. More condoms?
I feel like he's probably like up against the door.
Right?
That's my
All right, Gina, looks like you're up.
This is actually when I lost my virginity. This is my first boyfriend ever. I snuck him into, like, through the back door in the middle of the night. It was like 3
Which
in the
back
morning.
door?
Yeah, you gave it to him in
Not
the
back
back
door.
door.
Not that
Julia's
one.
back
Not
door.
Julia's back door. The actual door. So I snuck him in. It was like our first time ever having sex, and it hurt so bad, and like it just did not feel good. And then like halfway through, all of a sudden like he gets really heavy, and he falls asleep on top of it.
Halfway through it, like he's inside of you
Yeah.
and he knocks
Wait, did
out.
he come?
No, because it was so shitty. Like this, like first time sex was not great.
So he didn't even come.
No, like we just like he like fell asleep, and I was like, and he was like heavy, and I was like, get up, because I can't breathe. And then he's like, oh sorry. And then like
Did you
was
fuck
like
like
at
a
5
Japanese sumo wrestler?
really bad right now.
All right. So, Gio, you have yet to put a card in the middle, so I'm gonna have Bart read the next question.
Okay. Never have I ever talked back to a teacher.
Nope.
What? You guys? What the fuck?
No, I wasn't a bitch. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh wait, that means I did.
You guys had to have. You guys were crazy, weren't you?
That means I did, right?
I know I did. But I just can't remember.
I don't
but know.
remember. Yeah, I know I did. I talked a lot of shit.
I don't think you were a bitch, but sometimes you just have to stand up for yourself.
No, I was chill. I never did anything.
Oh, I remember.
All right, Joe, you want to go first?
Nah, I don't remember.
don't
I know
remember?
I did because I was a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, I was a loser.
How about Gio? You go first. 'cause you know it sounds
So I
fun.
was just like a big ass loser in high school. All I cared about was what? Why is that so funny?
Oh, sorry, you said I was a
hurting.
big ass loser, and I was thinking you do have a big ass.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
That's funny.
Big-assed loser.
Big ass. I was always like joking around in class and stuff. Depending on how they said it, like if they said it respectfully and I liked the teacher, I was like, all right, cool, like you got it, dude. Like let's do it. But then if they were a dick, I was just like, well, why should I do that? And I would just like keep talking back and forth, like questioning everything they would say. Like I had a Spanish teacher, for example. He was like this stuck up like dick. Like he swore he was like the PhD, the creator of the language.
Was he a bullfighter?
He acted like one. He was always like, you gotta say it this way and you gotta roll your R's this way. And I'm like, all right, cool, I get it. You're like a teacher, but fucking relax, dude. He would like yell at us and he'd pick his ear with his keys.
what the
fuck? Like,
He flicks it at the students. He just
no.
flicks it.
And then
Fuck it.
and I would just fuck around with him. I'm like, hey, how do you say Skittles in Spanish? He'd be like, oh, you said skittles. I'm like, shut the fuck up, dude. What are you talking about? So I was just kind of that asshole kid.
Do you remember now?
Yes. Well, the reason why I don't remember because I don't really sit there and argue with the teacher. I had a lot of joy in tormenting teachers.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was always that couple of kids that would make it really difficult for the teacher to do their job, which is teach. And I remember there was this one specific science teacher at Mark Keppel High School. I feel so bad for this guy, but he's really, really nice and he doesn't know how to control a classroom. So I'd be doing stupid shit like while he's teaching, I would turn my table around with all of my friends and you'll see 3 backs like in the very back just playing and talking and like all of our backs are faced toward him and then all he'll do is this, Joseph, I need you to pay attention, Joseph.
Oh, I wasn't that guy.
Dude, there'll be times when in the middle of his teaching, I'll just be like, shut up! Yeah. And then I know, and then one time he brought his wife to sit there and he would always have these sick days. So he'll be gone and it'll be all these different like subs.
Because of you.
Yeah, and then he ended up quitting and becoming a pastor.
He had to find Jesus or else he would have shot up that school, dude, because of you.
I know, and we did that to so many teachers.
Aww.
All right, Bart, your turn.
There was this one English teacher at Mark Keppel. She was probably like 70 years old, but she thought she was hot as fuck. Do you remember? Was she there when you were there?
What was her name? I don't know. I have no
But
idea.
like every Halloween, she always dressed up as a Playboy bunny. Like she had a little round
No,
thing
we
on her
definitely
arm.
didn't have
And
that.
she
Fuck
had-
that,
And she had
no.
that one-piece bathing suit with fucking leggings.
She's 70 years
70?
old.
And she had like titties, but then it was like wrinkly skin, and like she had so much plastic surgery that her face wouldn't move, and her mouth would just like this. And then so we were reading in class, and it's the class right after lunch. So you have food coma because you're hella hungry. The AC doesn't work at Keppel at that time, so it's hella fucking hot. And I just remember like dozing off in class, trying to pay attention. And I'm like all the way in my chair, and then she would always be like, because her face is like this, Bart. Because she has the most monotone voice ever. And people would have to wake me up. I'm like, oh shit, my bad. And I'm like, and then I'll be falling asleep again, and she's like, Bart. She's like, one more time, I'm gonna send you to the office. Are you doing drugs? And then I just couldn't take it anymore. I was like, it's because you're fucking boring. And I walked myself to the office. And I told the counselor, I was like, this teacher is fucking boring, so I couldn't stay awake.
Never have I ever cheated on schoolwork. Come on, come on. Like, that's how I got through senior year. Let's go. Yeah. Come on.
Sorry, guys, but I did my homework.
Nerd.
You never cheated?
Not in high school. Not in high school.
Did you even do work?
College, maybe.
That's worse.
Important one?
That's worse.
Nope.
Really?
Say, who?
What do you mean,
You
really?
didn't do any work.
I just didn't do any work, period.
Yeah.
I just didn't fill in anything. I just don't waste paper.
Yeah.
All right, so it's me, you, and Gina. So
Yeah.
Gina, you go first.
Shady over here.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Woo, woo, woo.
Y'all shady.
All right, Gina, go first.
So, I mean, this was like all throughout high school. Like sophomore
Yeah, be
year.
proud of it.
Yeah, freshman year it was Spanish class because I just wasn't fucking getting it. And then-
wonder.
yeah, I know. And then I would copy off of whoever's sitting near me. But then English class at Keppel, shout out to Jackie Sue, you're still my homie. He always let me copy his homework.
Yeah,
like,
he
all
was
the
trying to
time.
get in your pants. I caught you.
Yeah.
Horny
I
ass
mean,
Jackie.
no, he was dope. Anyways, but it's because senior year, I had like extreme senioritis. Like it was bad. So I'm like napping in class. And then he would just like let me copy everything. At one point we
Dude,
had,
totally trying to get in your pants.
yeah, maybe. Shout out to Jackie. So English class, like I always copied everything. And then, but the thing is, I was always kind of good at English. It was my favorite class. So even if I didn't read the book, I could still answer questions really well.
Bullshit.
I just bullshit the whole entire thing. And then, so I had my backpack in front of me and I'll be playing video games. And then back then the Nintendo DS's, you can send each other messages. And then like, that's how we would copy things too. And I remember one time I had the backpack up, I was playing video games, but I was still answering questions. And then Jackie would sit, this time he was sitting behind me. And I was still answering questions, not looking up and like hiding behind the book. And then eventually the teacher goes, "You guys should be more like Gina. See, she cares and she pays attention." And Jackie looks at me like, yeah. I was like, I don't know, I'm sorry. So thanks to Jackie for helping me graduate high school.
And not ratting you out.
Yeah, pretty much.
I pride myself on being like the best at copying off of people. It was fucking, I told you I was a loser in high school. So I had all my techniques, right? So I knew who I needed to sit next to when it came to a test. So if it was like a math test, I'd be like, cool, I gotta sit next to Byron because he's fucking smart. Or I had the pen, like the little paper inside the pen where you can read all the answer sheets. Or I would already write notes on my desk because no one would really check your desktop, so I would do that.
Damn.
I feel like I should have just studied because the amount of thought that went into the cheating that I did, because it was so technical and so precise that like I'm like, fuck, I would have just gotten an A if I just used this energy towards studying.
You know how stupid I was? I would fucking actually read the book and find the answer there and be like, oh my God, why didn't nobody fucking tell me the answer's in the book?
I remember that.
You just gotta fucking find that shit and memorize it.
All right, so me and my friends would come fucking inked to Japanese class.
Like fucking tattoos.
Yeah,
Like
we would-
Mulan. It's
we
like
would-
Mulan on her arm.
We would write it in the middle of like our inner thighs.
What if you start
What if
sweating?
you're chubby and it rubs up against each other when you walk?
We use Sharpie. We use Sharpie. And then so one of my friends, he was the one who brought a Coke bottle to class, and he actually did the printout thing where you print out just that portion of the Coke bottle. It looked janky as fuck. Like they could tell that was paper.
It's
but
like cardboard paper.
yeah, but our teacher didn't really care. So we had all of our sources on our arms, on our legs. The person with a Coke bottle would finish his test first, and then he would hook us up. This was A, B, C, D, right? And so usually our Japanese test would be like multiple choice, and then he would just do this. And then
That's so
this.
obvious.
This. No, but he would do it under the seat. So I'm showing
I
camera. He would
see.
do it like that, and then it would look like this. So he would go like this, and
That
then
still
we're on the
looks
back.
obvious.
So I was playing baseball.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's
What about the
dope.
Japanese teachers not to read baseball?
No, she doesn't know. She was just at her desk and reading her book or something while we were all taking the test.
Japanese teacher.
She was watching tentacle freaking porn.
Yeah, while we were doing it. I was like, they never just caught us. So that's my cheating
Good
story.
job.
All right, so how many cards does everyone have?
Three.
I have three.
4.
Oh,
You prude.
Jess is losing.
She's a prude.
You never lived life.
Whatever.
All right,
All right,
here you go.
cool.
Okay.
All right, Jess, give us a good one.
I'm already just ready because I know I'm a fuck up. Like, I'm
God.
just fucking ready.
Never have I ever ditched class.
See, I told you. I should just hold all of them up already.
Have you ditched class before?
Are you kidding me,
Come
Jess?
on, Jess.
Ditch?
Jess.
Wait, does that mean like calling in sick or like not going to school?
No.
No,
Like, that's just-
you were on
leaving in
campus
the
and
middle.
you bounced.
Yeah.
No, we couldn't leave.
Why
How do you
not?
leave?
Climb the
What
fence.
do you mean, how do you leave? It's
Because
easy.
like there's one door and there's like an admin watching the front door.
You
Like
walk
how do you
past
leave?
him, what is he gonna do? Grab you? Just punch him in the face.
Oh, she went to a high school that only has like 20 people.
Yeah, I went to
One of them small
I
town
had like
Yeah.
200 people in my high school.
Yeah, for us, they wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Oh, your
Ours is
teachers
a-
cared
is a
about
prison.
you.
Yeah, I
All
went to like a real high school that people cared about. What you did.
Whoa, real
Sorry,
high school. Okay, Bart, you want to go first?
I think I ditched probably all of junior year, maybe all of one of the senior years, and then half of one of the other senior years.
Oh my God.
But I thought it was so funny because I cared about kicking it with the homies so much. There used to be this street right next to Keppel called Hershey Avenue. We were too poor to buy the parking permits for the school, so we always parked on Hershey. But I was able to wake up at like 6 or 7 a.m. to at least go there and smoke cigarettes with my friends. And then when they went to school, then I drove home. And I would drive back home and I would sleep or watch TV. And then when it was 12 o'clock lunchtime, I wanted to kick it with my friends again. So I drive back to school, hop the fence, kicked it with everyone, and then afterwards I hop the fence and I get back into the car. I go
So
back.
you
my God.
didn't ditch. You actually broke in for lunch.
Yeah, he broke in.
And they had that tuna roll.
That shit was
good.
bomb.
That shit was
I
so
remember
good
that.
in
It was
high
like a little sushi, right?
That shit was just fucking canned tuna with rice and seaweed around
You guys
it.
had it back then too?
It
That was
started
the
in my
only good
generation.
thing that we had.
So in junior high, I was a really good kid. I had like a 4.0 or whatever. And then I went to high school. I finally had like freedom, right, for my parents because they were always like hounding me about like, you got a B+, what the fuck? So I was like, fuck you, mom and dad. I'm free now. It's high school. I can do my own shit. So then slowly, like freshman year, I started caring less and less. So it came to the sophomore year. I got a lot smarter and I'm like, cool, I can leave this period. I can ditch here. I could, kick with here. Oh, this person has a car. I would just leave. Like there were times where there was like 20 of us in like a small ass like 80s Toyota Corolla, and everyone's like jam packing this car. People were in the trunk. People were lapping
I
it.
remember those days.
Yeah, it was awesome. Or like even during finals, like I didn't even care. Like everyone's taking their finals, and I'm like, all right, well I know I failed. Like what's the point of even taking this stupid shit? So I would just walk off. Like I'd like meet up with my friends, and I'm like, yeah, I'm hungry. Let's go get some food, and we would just bounce.
I feel like every time I didn't commit to ditching school, I would get in so much fucking trouble. You'd either like just leave and you can't come back. Cause like I would leave to get like Taco Bell or something like that. And then
Just for food?
Yeah, just for food. Or sometimes I would ditch, but then I hung out with like really, really nerdy kids, and I also hung out with like other kids who ditched school a lot. So then I would feel bad for this group because I wanted to study, but then my friends would be going out doing fun shit. So I'm like, fuck, what do I do? So I decided to just go to Taco Bell with my cool friends and then go back to my class. And I kind of like this class because this was my video production class. So I go get Taco Bell, come back, and then one of my classmates calls me up like, you went to Taco Bell, Byron? And then the teacher looks up, he's like, what? And then he like looks at me, I'm like, oh shit, what happened? He's like, why the fuck are you going to Taco Bell? He like straight up like curses me out in
'Cause
front of the
it's
class.
good,
And I'm
huh?
like, holy shit. And like
Taco
that,
Supremes.
dude, that shit traumatized me, man. Like,
Because I want nachos.
yeah.
They don't have nutritional shit here.
Yeah, I was like, fuck. So after that, I learned like, okay, if I'm gonna ditch class, I need to commit. I'm gonna
stay
get
out.
in
Back,
trouble.
don't come
I
back.
can't. Yeah.
He was probably just angry because he wanted you to bring back a quesadilla.
Yeah, you didn't
Probably.
ask
Yeah, I
him.
didn't bring
You didn't
anything
take his
back for
order.
him. All right, Joe.
Oh, I actually only had like a year and a half of school total because I just ditched so fucking much that I didn't even have that much school. The first high school I went to, Gardena High. Shout outs to the Gardenaans. I forgot what our mascot was.
Makes sense. Yeah, you were never there.
It was so fucking ghetto, right? The kids actually jacked the janitor for the master key for all the locks on the gates and made a
Genius.
shit ton of copies and just gave it to a fuck ton of people,
That's
and those people
expensive.
made more copies. During that time, if you were there for second period, you were there for the whole school. So I just stayed for second period, and then after that, all the kids would just open up all the gates and it would just be wide open. And they'll try to lock it up, and then the kids would open up the other gates. So just kids will be all over the street, and they can't catch like 50 to 100 kids, right? So we're just walking around. So I thought it was normal to ditch. And when I came to Keppel, everyone actually went inside the class when the bell rang. And I was like, that's crazy. So it's not optional to hang out here?
School's not optional?
That's not optional?
When I first moved here, my aunt, I realized, would always check in the morning to see if I got out of bed. Eventually, I would wake up a little bit before she would, hide in my closet, and then she'll open up the door and see that I'm not there, and then she'll go to work. and then
She would hide in your closet?
I would hide.
No, she hid in her own
I
closet.
would hide in my closet. Because
I just got an image of your aunt inside the closet like, I'm gonna catch this bitch.
Joe, you wanna read the next one?
Okay, time to read. Never have I ever asked someone to a dance.
Really,
Come on,
Jess?
the guys asked the girl.
true.
No
it's
Sadie
true.
Hawkins?
Yeah, you don't have Sadie's Hawkins?
No.
Sadie Hawkins
What?
dance in your khaki pants?
Oh yeah, remember Texans don't do that.
Oh,
Casey
really?
told us
All
that.
guys.
Maybe they do. I don't know, but our school didn't. I don't remember that.
I ain't never asked nobody.
But you have your card up.
Why do you have your card?
Wait,
Oh.
if you didn't ask anyone to a dance.
Yeah, then you're good. You didn't ask a girl out?
Never have I ever.
Did you ever go to school dances?
No, I never went to nothing.
Oh, okay.
He was never at school.
Yeah,
She doesn't remember the mascot.
I figured you would show up there because that's where all your friends hang out and stuff.
No, we just did it at people's parties in their house where there's actual real fun things like drugs.
True.
Good example.
Oh my god.
True. One of my senior proms.
One of the two.
I don't remember if that was the first one or the second one. I just did that for memories, and then we went to a rave right after. So we had everything ready.
Oh.
And then I was driving this pimp-ass 86 Cressida. The prom was in Burbank or something, one of those golf course type places that they always have it at. And then I think we went there and took like the and we couldn't wait to get back in the car and then take off all of our tuxedo stuff, put the pacifiers in our mouth, and then go to a rave. I think we made a big mistake because I didn't have a date at the time. So it doesn't even count as a story that I asked someone. Okay, so don't do drugs. Don't do drugs.
Keep going.
But my friend wanted his friend to come and hang out with us. So the only excuse that she could have to leave the house is a school event. So we went there to pick her up to go to the prom. And then afterwards, when we went to the rave and we took ecstasy, she fell in love with me. And then I told her, it's the ecstasy talking. You don't know what you're talking about. The whole year, she would keep trying to call me, and I'm like, dude, that was just a one-time thing. It was a date for prom. Please don't talk to me like that. And then she became a whore afterwards.
You ruined her. How'd you get rid of her? Like, that was how you got rid of her? By telling
It
her?
was a little bit easier because she was from Cerritos, and I was already living in El Monte at the time. So we already didn't have like the same circle, but it was just pretty annoying that she was calling nonstop, and it was her first time dropping. I think she just wanted to hang out.
She didn't know how to handle it.
So I asked this girl out to junior prom, like, you know, cliche, flowers, will you go to prom with me? You know, nothing really fancy. She said yes, and it was pretty cool because, like, you know, I've known this girl through church. And as
Those are the
Filipino,
prettiest girls.
yeah. And then, you know, she was very nice to me, and like, you know, I think I liked her a little bit at the time. And because I asked her out to prom, I think one of the guys that I used to fucking hate in high school, he started egging me on. He's like, oh, you like her? You like her, dude? You like her? And because like I was so caught up in my anger, I just told him like, no, why the fuck? I just wanted him to be wrong, you know what I mean? I'm like, why would I like her? No, I don't like her like that. He's like, why'd you ask me to prom? Then you like her? You like her? And I got so mad. So I went on AIM, and my stupid ass like, hey, you know I don't like you like that, right? Like, I just, you know, I'm just.
You did, right?
Block yourself.
I know! I'm so stupid! And so after that, like, I just made a bunch of people hate me for no reason. I'm like, wait, I did like her, but then I was caught up in trying to prove my friend wrong, and I just fucked myself.
High school life is weird.
Yeah, I
It's
fucked
tough.
myself.
Yeah, it is.
Too many feelings.
Reputation is everything.
Yeah.
Hormones are crazy. You just don't know what to do.
All right, so how many cards does everyone have?
2.
Wow.
Still holding the fort down with 4.
You need to live a little.
I lived in college, okay?
Can
not
the
high
next card
school.
be like, never have I ever been white?
Well, you would still have to tell a story.
No,
You're
because
not
I wouldn't put
I've
it.
been white.
Oh, true.
Nice.
Fuck. Damn it.
I swam in a properly regulated
Have I
swimming
ever?
pool
With a lifeguard.
with the
Never
lifeguard.
have I ever had blue eyes. There you go.
And the next card is never have I ever tried out for anything.
Damn, finally getting involved.
Yep.
You little
Watching
goody
something
two-shoes.
good like math team fucking debate.
No, Gina.
What was that?
Cheerleading, duh.
Yes.
3 times I had to try out, and 3 times I made it.
Damn!
I thought it took many times to make it.
For 3 years.
She was like,
3 years straight. Yeah.
She's the quietest one.
Wait, why do you have to try out 3 times? You don't just make it and then you're on the team forever?
No, every year they
every
start
year.
over.
Yeah.
Do you have pictures? I want to see you.
Yes, I do have
How
pictures.
cute. What kind of pom-poms did you have? Was it the big fluffy ones or little tiny sparkly ones?
they were dildos.
They were kind of in the middle, I would say.
Go team.
Oh, okay. So they're not the big 70s fluffy ones.
And you didn't do all the other shit. Cheerleaders are usually hoes.
Yeah, you're supposed to be a hoe
Were
when you're a
they?
cheerleader.
Is that the stereotype?
Yeah, of course.
I think
they
in
fuck all
our
the football players.
yeah. Well, okay, I did have some rounds on the basketball team.
You did.
But
Round.
Wait, I want to hear that.
I want to hear that one.
All
Yeah.
the
Tell
stories.
us about how you tried out for the football team or basketball team. There you go.
no. I
She
didn't
tried
try out.
She
I know
tried.
you tried.
She played on the
You
team.
tried them out. You played them.
But she didn't try out.
No, okay,
yeah,
so
yeah.
like when I was freshmen, a lot of the freshman girls were dating a lot of the junior basketball players. So of
That's
course,
popular.
yeah.
dope.
Oh my
I
god.
was
So
a
like
loser.
all the freshman cheerleaders were dating all the junior basketball players, and we had the best basketball team that year.
Yes.
I was the loser, like I keep saying, in high school, and I had a really good friend who was like super straight edge, super like straight A student, and she was just like, you know, we have like volleyball tryouts, like you should just come. And I was like, no, what the hell? That's for like geeks. Like I'm not gonna do that shit. That's so weird. She's like, no, you should do it. You're really tall, or whatever. And
How's
then
volleyball for geeks?
I don't know. I just thought anything academic related was for losers.
Athletic.
That's not even
Well,
academic.
I thought it was more.
Professional boxer? What a fucking nerd.
Well, no. I associated with academia just because you're representing your school. You know what I mean? So I had no school spirit. I didn't want any sort of involvement in school. So I was like, anything that's related to school, like I don't want to do it. She kept hounding me. I'm like, fuck, all right, fine. If you want me to do it, I'll do it. But I already felt like I don't want to try out. Like I've never played this sport. Like this is weird. So I tried out, and I think just because I was tall, they were like, fuck yeah, you're in. Like
We
I
needed you.
sucked. Like I sucked so bad. And I think just my height alone like got me in. So then
She's like,
Just put your arms up like this during the whole game.
that's it. It was awesome because I went to Sure, which is like predominantly Asian. So
you were
everyone,
huge.
Yeah, I was kicking ass. And then from there, I think the basketball coach saw me, and he was like, "Of course." He was like, "You're so tall."
Do this, Gio. Just do this.
Yeah,
The same thing you're doing in volleyball? Just do it in this court.
same thing. And then so he put me in the center position, I think, of course. And then so I didn't even do anything. Yeah, I didn't even do anything. I just stood in there, and I'm like, I don't even know how to play basketball. He's like, you're on the team. I'm like, I don't want to play.
So you didn't even try out. You were just
No.
on it already.
Yeah, basically. What
the fuck?
Yeah, basically. I was really
lucky.
tall.
At Keppel, there's these thing called social clubs, and if you guys don't know what that is, it's like legit little fraternities and sororities in high school.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's really weird.
It's the first time I ever heard of it too, in like the SGV.
Really?
No, because I came from
yeah.
Cerritos, so I never heard of that stuff either.
So I came from NorCal, so this is totally different. I guess it was like the cool thing to do, and it's like they all hang out together. It's like a club, and they go do like volunteering together. What's that thing that I never do?
Like fucking Shimano.
Yeah, there's like
there's a high school
Alkaya.
version of it.
Yeah, those are high school
yeah.
versions. Yeah, so there's high school ones. And then my friend's like, you should try it, you should try it. I was like, all right, cool, I'll try it out, whatever. So we go to the first orientation. They're like, hey guys, so you're blah, blah, blah. I was like, fucking kill me. Like,
You were sharpening your knives.
yeah, right? In the back, and just like sharpening. So they assign to you like a big, and you're the little, like big sister, little sister. And I was like, okay, that's cool. And they're like, oh, she's gonna help you, you know, with your whole application process and trying out. I was like, okay, cool. But what I didn't know, it's more like you're their bitch for a week. And then, yeah, so you have to do whatever they say. So the first day, she comes up to me. I don't even remember the fucking name, but she gave me a list of like things she wanted, and she goes, tomorrow, I want you to go to Shaka's, get me lunch, a Chinese chicken salad.
What the fuck?
Yeah, she's like, a Chinese chicken salad, no chicken, no sesame, and no, I'm like, and then
Was
she's
just
like,
lettuce?
yeah, so it was basically just lettuce, and she hands me a paper, and I was just like, fuck no. And then like I threw it away, and I was like, well, that's it, that's my tryout, and that's all I did.
Nice.
I never made it.
So punk
Yeah,
rock.
because I see other girls, they're like, oh, hey sis, I made you cookies and I wrote you a letter and a sign. I'm like, I'm not fucking doing any of that shit for you guys.
that.
And plus, you have to go spend your own money. I'm like, fuck that.
fuck that.
Yeah, so
fuck
I just
that.
never did it.
I was a part of a social club like that, and then 5 guys beat me for 3 minutes.
Oh, you mean a gang?
That is a
Okay.
gang. That's what they call gangs.
All right. Never have I ever had a fake ID. Come on.
Nope.
Just me?
I got into clubs just fine.
Really?
Yeah, because all my friends were promoters, and then I started go-go dancing. I'm really surprised you didn't. What
about you? What the fuck? I was a loser, not like a loser.
Giving me shit.
None of the places I needed to go to needed an ID at the time.
What the fuck?
All those raves were hella underground. There's like 13-year-olds there.
13.
You know what was stupid about my fake ID? It wasn't even a real California ID.
What was it?
My friend's like, oh shit, dude. Yeah, we could get fake IDs. I know a place that'll make one for us. And I'm like, really? So we go to this check cash place, right? And then I fill out this form, take a picture, and it's just the ID card with my name that says a birthday that I made up and all this shit. It's not an official California ID. And I try to buy cigarettes and beer with it, and it didn't work. And I was so mad at him.
How much did you pay?
I don't even remember, but I was like, are you sure this is gonna work? And he's like, it's like one of those guys that fucking lie to the very last
Yeah,
breath.
yeah.
Like they'll just tell you, like, I gotta hook up for fake IDs. I go through the process. It won't take it, and they're like, nah. And then I'm just like, what the fuck, you fuckface? But basically, that's what happened.
Were you the only one? Is it just you?
Yeah, that was
That's it.
Do we all have one?
I have one.
I have one.
I have 3.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
All right. Bart.
All right. Never have I ever been bullied.
Nope.
You never been bullied?
Nope.
That's why you're so mean and you're such a bully.
Does your own family count?
Oh, it happens a lot. doesn't it?
I haven't been.
strangers.
I haven't
Oh,
been bullied in
strangers.
high school. I take my card back.
You did?
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Oh, wait.
You did
Oh, yeah,
not.
I was.
You did
I
not.
was.
You were the bully.
Maybe.
It was it's just you. You were.
No,
Oh.
I feel like I
You're a big motherfucker. No one's gonna bully him.
No, but I feel like I got
No,
bullied
he was
still,
scrawny.
Oh, I saw the picture.
though. I feel like I was still bullied,
Yeah,
though.
white glasses. Those are dope.
That's it.
Maybe just one.
Wow.
What happened?
This was freshman year up in NorCal, and it was in, I don't remember what class it was. It was up in NorCal, and then there was this white girl. She was like the one white girl in our whole school.
Don't look at her. She's from
And it was
Texas.
Jess, right? And then
She's not from
What was her
California.
name? Her name was
Jessica.
Her name was Christy. Her name was Christy, and I remember
Oh,
she had
that
like
fucking white ass name.
super curly hair, and then she and her friends would always like throw eraser bits at me in school, like because I would sit in front of them, and I never knew why. Or, like she'll be sitting right behind me, and she'll start pulling my hair, and then I was like, I don't give a fuck. Teacher, she's picking on me, and then she got in trouble, and then like they moved her.
Tell on her.
Yeah, because back then I was like, I don't give a fuck. I'll tell on you. I'll snitch on anyone.
Do it.
And then
Nice.
no, but then freshman year I didn't. Sophomore
not
year
yet.
was when the goth stage came, right?
That's a fucking Chrissy.
So Christy was like cheerleader, and she dated like this Asian guy that looked like he was fucking 30 with muscles.
Not at all.
Yeah. And then, so yeah, her and her friends, I don't know why they picked on me, but they would like they'd crumple up little balls of paper. That's you,
so
Joe. It's you.
mean.
I did get bullied.
See,
I remember.
you know
I
what it is?
remember.
It's because when I think of bully, I go, no, I've never been bullied, but I've been gang banged on.
What?
No, nobody fucked me in the asshole. There's another word for this, okay? So,
I think that's the wrong word.
Yeah.
no, it's the
Well,
right
it's
word.
right
For
their-
that time.
Yeah.
For that
Gang
time.
banged
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
was the right word.
Like, hey, where you from, cuz?
Follow the culture.
We had no
Oh,
gangs.
I'm from nowhere. Nowhere. Leave
from
me alone.
Texas.
Yeah. But basically, this was my welcome to SGV. It was like my first week of school. And a car pulls up, stops in the middle of the street. 3 guys come out with bottles in their hand and they go, where the fuck you from? And I'm just like, what? I'm from nowhere, man. Fuck, I don't want to fucking fight. I don't want to do nothing. That was my first introduction to being bullied.
Were you guys scared?
Yeah. I just never had a bunch of glass flying all over the things and bottles being thrown at me.
For junior year, my high school, I went to this military school in San Diego, Carlsbad to be specific. And that's after I already been kicked out of 2 high schools. So I thought I was tough, you know, and I've been a bunch of street fights. So I was like, I'm not really scared of anyone, and I got my shit on lock, and I'll step up to anyone. Until I met this guy named Tiago, and he was from Argentina, and he was a Golden Gloves boxer from there, and he was also at the same military school. So it was like a school full of all these high school rejects. So everyone was a troublemaker. It was almost like jail, but for school. And this guy, I think at 16 or 17, he was benching 400 pounds. So he's
my God.
he's a big motherfucker, right? For our platoon, he was an enforcer. And I was talking during one of our formations, and then he comes up to me and he was like, hey, don't fucking talk, blah, 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 blah. He starts punking me a little bit. With the pride that I had at the time, I stepped up to him. I'm like, what the fuck you gonna do? And he pushes me with one hand, and I literally fly over the bench into bleachers. 40 people surrounding me. I was like, fuck, what the fuck do I do? Like, I wanted to man up, but I also knew that this guy is literally an adult and I'm a kid. Because this fool had like a full beard already. I don't even.
Why is he in high school?
He's a super senior. Yeah.
He looks like he was 34. He's fucking
Oh, he's
jacked like a
definitely
like a
juicing.
motherfucker. And I already know his previous past history of what he was able to do, because he used to just fuck fools up all the time. And I just literally didn't do anything, and I was a bitch. And I just went, I just went right back in
Yes,
formation.
sir. Right away, sir.
Yeah, and I just went right back in formation, and I was like, fuck, like I've never been that scared because I just knew he was gonna rape me. Like he could rape me, like if he wanted to.
He could bend you over.
And just rape me. And then later on, like when I got more familiar with the school, I started hanging out with the cool kids, and the cool kids were cool with him. And then when me and him were just kicking it at a party, it was nothing personal, you know, like he was just doing his job as like the enforcer person. And then I was like, thank God I'm on this guy's good side. Because he was that motherfucker that like, if you're on the opposite team, be ready for your bones to be broken.
Crazy. He sounds hot. Is he single?
I don't know. I don't know where he's at right now.
All right, so we've reached the end, and our 3 winners are Gina, Bart, and Joe. How do you guys feel?
Fuck, when it comes to games like this, I'm always in that group with you guys.
We would have been friends in high school.
We
though.
would have.
We have mutual friends.
Yeah, we totally would have.
It's just I'm a lot older than you.
All right, so thanks for watching Never Have I Ever High School Edition. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to Just Kidding Party. And until next time, see you later.
My girlfriend's not a hoe. See?
Goody two
Until college.
Until college.
Until
college.
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 Listen.
For next time.